ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Chandler here for Forever Football, DRFC, your Doncaster Rovers fan channel. It is Daily Reports time, and we've got a few interesting stories. We've got new players, new loan outs, new loan ins, and also a big injury update. So, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss a YouTube video, and let's get right into the news, as Drama Alert would say. So, shout out to Keemstar. So, let's start off with recruitment, and there is a pivotal recruitment meeting in a 48-hour period as Richie Wellens hopes to put more pieces of his squad together in time for the start of the new season. Now, Wellens will discuss plans with talent identification manager Graham Younger and chief executive Gavin Baldwin before meeting with David Blunt to check on the finances. Now, according to the Free Press, the Rovers boss is hopeful that loan moves for Ed Williams and AJ Greaves will be completed, which will allow for money to be freed up for incomings. Now, of course, Wellens may insist that no one else will leave the club other than potential loan moves for the youngest members of the squad after all the injury stuff, which we'll go through later in the video. But Wellens is looking to offer contracts to some of the trialists who have trained with the club in order to bolster his numbers in his squad. And he also expects to bring in 2 of the 3 remaining loan signings this week, including 1 goalkeeper. Now, according to the Free Press, he said, myself, Graham and Gavin will meet on Tuesday, and we'll go to the chairman with what we think we could do. Gavin has been fantastic, and everyone has been supportive at the club. Whatever decision is made, I'll go with it. I think we've got a really good 12 players, but I think we just need a bit of an underbelly. There'll be no one else leaving. That's the promise here. I know what I want to do, but in the next few days, finances will dictate that. Probably by Thursday, we'll be 100% either doing things or won't. But this week, we'll be getting a couple of the free loans in. Our squad is so thin that we need to use our quota of loans. I think every single club at our level will use their 5 loans up and will be no different. We're waiting for very cheap loans or something in the contracts that is triggered if the player does certain things or the club does. Ideally, we need it to be free or very cheap. Now, he looked to give an indication in the last couple of days to trialists of whether he'll be offering them a contract if he gets them to go ahead this week. But he was also clear there will be no guarantees a deal will be forthcoming this week, though he is hopeful loan moves out will raise the funds. So, that is where we're up to in terms of recruitment. Now, just to give you a bit more context and add to that today, Doncaster Rovers have expressed, according to the Free Press, their interest in taking Sheffield United youngster Daniel Jebbison on loan. The Free Press can confirm. The 18-year-old striker has been highly sought after a loan switch this season, with Sunderland showing strong interest in his services. Rovers are expecting an answer today as to whether the 6'3" forward will be heading this season. Now, the boss Wellens has turned his attention to adding his attacking ranks after both Okunabiri and Hawula were ruled out with injury, which we'll go through later on in the video. And any loan deal would need to fall within tight financial restrictions for Rovers, with Wellens looking for free moves or one that would be cheap in the long run due to various incentives. He's been seen as one of the future players for the Blades by the Blades boss Slaviski Jokanovic, who believes a loan move this season will accelerate his journey into the first team. Now, obviously you have to look and say, well, he's expecting a loan move, so, we can't look into any permanent deals in the future. But let me just put this into context for you guys. There is reports out there that Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund, and look this up if you don't believe me, Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund are chasing a permanent signature for this guy. Daniel Jebbison. And yes, he wants the loan move for more game time. Yes, he'll go for more game time. But just think about it for a second. Yes, if he comes to us, we'll give him more game time than those clubs. But think about it. We could potentially beat the likes of Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund and Sunderland to signing this guy. Now, I know all about Daniel Jebbison. I think he's a wonderful signing if it comes to pass, if it comes true. I have been told privately by Sunderland-based sources, now I can't say what, but I've been told privately by Sunderland-based sources or Tyne Wearside-based sources that the deal with Sunderland has fallen through. For whatever reason, I don't know. But the deal apparently with Sunderland has fallen through. So if that's true, then it kind of opens the door for us. Now, obviously, Burton Albion are also interested, reportedly Burton Albion are interested in signing Jebbison. If I was Jebbison, I would choose Donny over Burton, and that's not me saying it because I'm a Rovers fan. I think Burton have got some decent attacking options anyway, so I don't think he'll get much game time compared to some of their attacking options they've got already at the club. Now, I know we've got Omar Bogle, we've got Thiago Chaker that we brought in from Watford, but look at the injury list, and we'll go through that at the end of the video as well as part of the injury update. But we've got Taylor out, we've got Hawula out, we've got Okunabiri out, Bostock and Close are about to come back. We've got a lot of injury. Obviously, they're two midfielders. But in terms of attackers, all we've got really is Chaker, Bogle, and Barlow. You bring in the trialists, whether that be Harrison or Gardner or both, that's 3 more attacking options. You bring in Jebbison, that's 4. So you've got a decent attack to last you, hopefully, for the next couple of months. In terms of the 2 loans, I'm expecting that other one to be probably a winger because we need that position filled instantly. Even if we sign 1 or 2 trialist wingers, we still need to bring in another one just in case, just to bring that depth to the squad and fill up the numbers. So, I wouldn't be surprised if the final loan, the 5th one, is a winger as well because we need people in those positions. But if we sign Daniel Jebbison, I will say this now till the day I die. This will be, in my opinion, one of, if not arguably the best attacking signings, loan signings in League One this season. No guarantees about it. No questions asked. Nothing like that. 100% arguably the best loan attacking signing in League One this season, if we get the deal done, and I really want us to do that. So, very interesting there. Hopefully the goalkeeper will come in soon. I'm predicting that to probably be Dylan Barnes from QPR because he's the one that's been on trial with us during Harrogate. He put in a better performance than Jones, to be honest, so I wouldn't be surprised if Barnes is the one. In terms of other trialists who I'd like us to sign, I want us to sign Reed, bolster that centre midfield options up a bit if Bostock's not getting involved for a little bit, if Close is too early to come back yet from COVID. We need an extra midfielder, so I think Reed would be the one I would go for. Obviously, he's looking at other trialists to bolster up the numbers. Who could that be? Do we bring in Harrison and Gardner? Do we look at bringing in Jacob Butterfield, the former Derby and Melbourne Victory midfielder? Who knows? I mean, that would be a class signing if we bring in Butterfield because he's an experienced signing. Charlie Colkett from Ustersons, do we bring him in? I don't know. But it's all about filling up the numbers now and filling it up with decent talent. And to be fair, if we bring in the likes of Butterfield or Colkett or Harrison or Gardner or Reed or Barnes, of course, and then obviously Jebbison hopefully as well, that, from me, in my opinion, is a decent bit of business to say we're filling up the numbers. So I'd be very happy with that, to be perfectly honest. Final story then is from injuries. Now, Doncaster Rovers have suffered a fresh injury blow with Jordi Hawula ruled out for several months, and this is because of an ankle injury. Now, Okunabiri will miss at least the next 8 weeks with a foot issue. Hawula suffered the ankle injury against Sheffield United. He's likely to miss the first 3 months of the campaign. And Welland said he's going to be out for quite a considerable amount of time. Got a bad tackle against Sheffield United with about 2 or 3 minutes and a half to go. He carried on, but we've had a scan and it's not good. So he only joined 3 weeks ago, but he's now waiting for a lengthy wait before his first competitive start. Okunabiri carrying that foot injury into pre-season but suffered the setback on his return to training last week and is now set to miss the first 2 months of the season. Bostock returned to training on Sunday after a long expected recovery from COVID. Ben Close set to report back to training tomorrow after completing his recovery. He'll feature in the behind closed doors friendly tomorrow against Watford. I won't be doing a preview or review for that. That's a behind closed doors match. And then, of course, that's the final preparations of the season before we kick off against Wimbledon on Saturday. So, big injury update there from Rovers. Bostock, Close, coming back into training, coming back into the fold now. Okunabiri out for 8 weeks, which is 2 months. Hawula out for the first 3 months. Taylor's out till the Carabao Cup game with Walsall. Not looking good on the attack front. Defensively, we look great. Jones, yes, he's low on confidence, but I hope we can get him firing. Hopefully the new keeper will give him confidence as well when we bring him in. But yeah, midfield-wise, we're starting to get it back, but attack-wise, we do not look great with numbers at all. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll bring in some deals before the Friday, the day before the match. And fingers crossed we get to gel into the team as soon as possible. So very exciting stuff and also very worrying stuff. So welcome to the new season. But there we go, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching today's Daily Reports. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more. And for now, my name is Aaron Chandler from Rovers Football DRFC. Keep living the Rovers life. And that, my friends, full-time Rovers tie-dye. That's another Daily Reports. Thank you very much.